Here I have my ShopSite store after completing the wizard and setting up my navigation menus. So you'll see that my page links are in two different columns, and my products are in two different columns, and all of my product information is center aligned. I'm also noticing that the emphasis is put on the product name, which links to the more information page, which is good if I want customers to go to the more information page. But I want to put emphasis on my prices because my store has really low discounted prices. So I'm going to change a few settings in my store. First, I'm going to make it so that these page links are 5 across rather than 2 across because my page links are fairly narrow, so I think I can fit 5 across. And for my products, they're also fairly narrow. I think I can fit 3 across. So I'm going to test that out to see how it looks. If I go into my store and go to Pages, click on the home page because that's the one I was viewing, and do Edit Page Layout. Here I'm going to change the columns for my products to 3 and my page link columns to 5. Once I've done that, save changes, publish, and I'm going to refresh my store. So now I have my links 5 across and my products 3 across. I like how that looks, but I want to have my products left aligned. So I'm going to go into my products, highlight all of my products, do Power Edit, and have the alignment left. So I'm going to change this for all products. You can do this with a database upload or download in ShopSite Manager and Pro, but since I don't have too many, I'm just going to manually do it for each. Save changes at the bottom, then publish your store. Refresh your page and see what it looks like. Okay, I like that, and the last change I'm going to do are the product name and the product price. I'm going to make the name smaller so there's less emphasis on it, and the product price larger so there's more emphasis on it. So if I go into my store, again go to Products, highlight all products, do Power Edit, and I'm changing the name size and the price size. Click on Proceed and adjust it for all of your products the way you want. So my name is normal and my price is big. So I'm pretty much just swapping these. So again, you can do this in a database upload or in ShopSite Pro you can do it in a Power Edit all at once. But right now I'm in a manager store and I don't have too many products, so I'm just going to manually do it. It'll take about a minute. So I'm just going to switch all of these for all of my products. The name normal and the price big. And the last one. Publish your store when you're done making changes and refresh your page. Okay, I like the way that looks. It's a little bit more clean. And you'll see that when you go to the more information page, it carries over. The name is going to be large because it's the main focus on the page. And the price, you'll see that I made it big, so it's also going to be large on this page. If I go back to my home page, now what I want to do is set it up so that every time I add a new page or every time I add a new product, it already comes with those defaults, so I don't have to change them in the future. So to do this, go back into your ShopSite store, click on Preferences, and here you have the page defaults and your product defaults. Let's start with my page defaults. The two things I changed on my page were the columns. I want products to appear in 3 columns. And my page links, I want the page links to appear in 5 columns. Those are the only 2 changes, so I can click on Save. And now if I go to Pages and click on Add a Page, the next page that I add, if I scroll down to where that information is, it already has 3 columns for my products and 5 columns for my page links. So it already comes with those defaults. Let's do the same for products. So if I go back to Preferences, but this time click on Product Defaults, I can change my product defaults here. First off, I want to make sure every product when I add it automatically gets that more information page. So I'm going to check to have the more information page created. Then if I scroll down to the name size, I want that to be normal, and the price size, I want that to be big, and for the image, I'd like that to be left. So save changes. Now if I go into Products and click on Add a Product, I can add all my regular product information, but when you get down to the area where we specify the sizes, you'll see that the name already defaults to normal, the price already defaults to big, and the image already defaults to left. This way, my settings that I set up in my store will already be carried out for all future products that I add. This completes the video tutorial for the page and product defaults.